Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we're going to be taking a look at our automatic calf rearing system. It's an urban calf mum feeding system that was supplied to us by Volac. So it's a great joke, a serious machine. At the moment we're running 89 calves between 4 stations, as you can see there. The 4 stations, a 4-bay shed. There's 90 calves on it now. The top pen is running 2 stations, as you can see there, and there's 40 calves in that pen. And then the next one is 25 calves on 1 station and 25 calves on 1 station. The only reason that the bottom pen is running the 2 stations to the 2 bays was because we hadn't taken the feeding barrier out at the very top of the shed, and when your man came to fit the machine, so he just said we'd make a big pen and that would do the job. So that's what we did. So now this isn't a temporary job. We decided to go with this because we knew lads that had them and were getting on well, and we were feeding 255 calves a day, twice a day, and it's taking 4 hours every time we fed them. So 8 hours a day was going into feeding calves. So we put this in just to try and alleviate some of the pressure, and it is a serious tool. A huge tool. There's no way around it. It's a huge tool, and it's very straightforward to use. Simple job. All the calves have electronic tags in their ears. You can see here a calf feeding. This one here. You can see there the button tag on his left ear. His left ear, and it's red there, and the red box is what picks up the electronic tags. Now most of the calves here all had to get the button tags and had to be registered on the screen. Very straightforward. You just get your digits and you register it on the screen onto the system. Straightforward. Some of the calves were bought with the electronic tags already in them. This bottom pen has a couple of them here. That's one of them there. You can't really just see too well with the light. It's dark outside. But that tag there, that calf there, has the proper tags with the electronic tag in it, and there's no registering to be done. All you got to do, put the calf in the feeder when you get him, and he goes straight onto the system, and he'll go on at day 0. Now the system has 8 different feeding groups, and well, you can change each group to your liking, but it starts off day 0, 4 litres, builds them up to 6 litres within, I think it's 14 days, and it keeps them at 6 litres up until day 45, and then it weans them off from day 45 to day 64 to 0, and it weans them off completely. And you can change them forward and back days on the system. You can put in their date of birth. You can do anything. You can change anything you want, and it doesn't matter where the calves are. It knows if calves from the very top pen ended up getting into the bottom pen, it still, all it does is works off the tags. It doesn't work off the feeder, so even if calves get mixed up, it doesn't matter. The system can tell me how much each calf here. If I go into it now, light up the screen. I don't know, can you see too well at that now? You might be able to see it there. And I can go in and I can look. Well, can I? No, the brightness of the screen now. You can't just see it now, but I can scroll through and look at each calf individually, how much they're to get per day, how much they have got so far today, how much they have drank the last day. So if it's at 0 it's in kilos. It doesn't count it in litres, but it's saying there one of the calves is 5.6 litres, or kilos he's to get is 5.6 litres. That's all that means. And it tells me how much he drank the day before. So if it says 0 litres, he drank everything. It'll tell me how many times he went into the feeder and then backed out again before he finished his amount. And it knows when a calf does that, when the calf is feeding, you can see there, it's feeding that calf there. When the calf comes in and he starts feeding, if that calf was to back out that's in the station now, and another calf is to come in, it knows that calf's after changing, and it'll throw the red lights you can see there lighting up, and it'll suck back out the milk. Now, the powder is stored in under here. It holds about 2 25 kilo bags. We're feeding Volac Olympian. You can see the bag there on the ground, and it just augers it out into this little thing here, and it mixes, I think it's about 2 litres at a time. It's probably the only downside to it is it mixes 2 litres at a time, Because when we started putting calves in, I think we put 60 calves in on the first night, and it was one at a time. We started at 2 o'clock and we had them all done at 9. And it was slow now, because once it runs out to 2 litres, it fills it up, and you can't feed anything, and it'll feed all the stations all at the one time. And you can see there the pipe work just laid out on the ground. It heats it to, I'll just show you inside it now. In here is the insides of it. It has 2 cans of detergent, an alkaline and an acid detergent for washing the system out, and the thermostat or the boiler there in at the back that keeps the water hot before it goes out. And it's running on a single phase power, and it's just running off the well water, not softened or hardened or anything, just a little filter on it there, and it just runs into the system. And I think that's really it. Now the calves that's on it there now at the moment, there's 89 of them. There's about 30 Angus and Herefords. You can see them there in the middle pen, and then the rest are Friesians. And some of the calves we put on were very poor. Now they were sick, to say the least, and we put them on, and they're coming just at the stage now being weaned off, and they've turned inside out. They've just absolutely turned inside out. There's no comparison between them and the bucket-fed calves. You can see there we're just after throwing in a bit of straw to bed them, and it hasn't been scattered out now, but the calves are in serious nick. Like, them calves have got no extra vitamins or minerals so far. Now we have as with all calf operations, you always get sick calves, and you see the red marks there, that's just marking them as we were going along, dosing them. But calves are flying. It's a huge tool. Now the calves in that shed now, this is a temporary shed. This is just a straw-bedded shed we used to keep cows in, and we can just converted it into this for now, because, as I said, we just wanted to try and cut down the time it took to feed calves. And you can see there, this is just under the canopy of the shed, and we put up that sheet in there just to stop any rain blowing in on the feeder, or on the main unit where the computer is. And the calves are bedded, there's about a foot of peat under the straw, just to try and soak up the piss, just to keep the place dry. And every about 4 days we throw in half a bale to the whole shed, and we just bed it up, and that keeps them going. One of the only biggest problems we have with it is just the piss around the station, but that's purely this is only a temporary job, and we're just throwing a bucket of mill peat just inside there where the calves are waiting to go in and feed, and that keeps it soaked up well. But the calves working away grand. For the first 2 weeks there's the same 4 or 5 calves we had to put in every day out of 90. Like, by day 3 I think we only have 4 calves needing to be put in, and within the 2 weeks no calves. Like, I don't have to go in there and be putting on calves anymore. They all go in and out themselves, and then I can check on this, how much they've drank, when they need to drink, or when they last drank, and see which calf. Like, a calf that isn't right won't show up as being fed, and it's a serious tool. Now we do walk through them every day just to make sure they're all okay, but that's really it now. It's a huge tool, a super tool for feeding calves, huge tool. So that's really it. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to see more of this walking about the farm, let me know where you'd like to go next. Would you like to see the bulls that the older lads of these will be turning into for going for beef? There's actually some of them the other side of that wall there, some Friesian bulls. Or would you like to go see the rest of the calves? 'Cause as I said, there's only 89 here, and there's must be 170 hidden all over the place, and a lot of them are out on grass. So that's it for me.